Well, today it's like I have like a problem of learning disability, which makes me like I would read a book and then I would forget. Like I could read a book, like a whole book, and then probably forget in the next 30 minutes, and just like that, just 30 minutes, and I think it's better with this on. It's kind of cold, and I have the AC on, but I can't sit around and just get a book and then just start writing what I feel in my heart, what comes out of my mind, because I can't do that. I'm impatient, so I have I just gotta be doing something. I just gotta be like, oh, I got like just do something. Like a pack of gum, some people it lasts us for like what fucking days and shit. I finish a pack of gum in like an hour. I just gotta I just put gum in there, gum and gum. And I just gotta be chewing something. I have to have something in my mouth, or I gotta be doing something. I love speed. I like to go fast. Super fast. I've broken the law in so many ways already, and thank God I haven't gotten caught. And I thank him, to be honest. My name is Jarby Sandoval. Well, Jarby Rene Hernandez Sandoval. I wasn't born here, obviously. As you can see, I can speak. My Spanish is kind of different. My English is different. I was born in El Salvador. I came here when I was like 7 to 10 years old. I grew up most of my life out there, in this little pueblito, like this little hometown called Santa Ana, Guatepeque. It's in Spanish. I can't pronounce it in English because I don't know how. But I was basically raised out there. My mom had me when I was 14. My mom had me when I was 14. My dad was a coyote. A coyote is someone that brings people from a different country and just just basically makes money off other people. Because where I come from, there's just people suffering. You see people with no shoes. You're walking on the street. You have nothing to eat. Your shirts are ripped, and it's hard. It's over there. Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, Mexico, even some parts in Mexico. There's just stuff like that it's hard to live out there. So I grew up over there in that environment where we would have to hide, especially because of gang members. We couldn't even walk the streets because you never know if you have tattoos out there. They'll think that you're from a gang. They'll just boom boom, probably shoot you. I had cousins, uncles that have died eating at a restaurant just because I had a tattoo, that they think that they were from this gang called MS-13, or a street something, blah blah blah. But whatever. It's whatever. But now what I see, it's it's life. It's life. And as I was saying, I grew up over there. I grew up with my great grandma Maria. May God be with her. I know she's in heaven now. She raised me. She took care of me. My mom had me when she was 14. So at that time, obviously, a young girl with a baby. What can you do? I also have a sister. I think the same age too, same age as me. My mom had us when I was 14, 15 years old. Basically my mom was abused over my dad. My dad's still alive. He's he was probably 38 years old when my mom was 14. I really don't know much of the story. I just know that she couldn't take care of me. So since my dad had money, my great grandma took me in with them, which she thought it was gonna be better, and it turned out to be actually the worst. Because right when I got in there, I had you had the I just got in there, and you felt everything at the beginning. You felt that, you feel that oh hey, this and that. But then it just started to get to the point where all right, fuck you, this and that. They treated me bad. My dad had multiple wives. In total, we're 22 brothers in total, including sisters, and probably more, who knows, right? who knows? But my dad was yeah, like he would just like have sex with any girl. I don't even know how many brothers I have or how many related cousins or whatever I have out there. Either way, I haven't seen my dad for a long while now, probably like years, ever since I was 5 to 6 years old. But in the time that I lived with them, it was just basically more suffering. I would get hit with the host, and like just things like that, you know. Like for example, I would stay for hours with books on my head, on top of my head, and I would just stay like with my knees, like just facing the wall and books on my head, and I would bite them down. They'll hit me with the host. I have a lot of scars on my body. I have a lot of scars in my head because they'll hit me with the head. Yeah, my sisters will think that it would be funny to put me on the chair like this on the wall, and then they'll run back and forth and then hit me with it, and it's just shit that, you know, sometimes I can't talk it out, so sometimes I'd rather make a video. And it's hard because, you know what, people judge me, and people they're like, oh, this kid, this and that, but they don't know what I've been through. I've been through so many stuff in El Salvador, to the point where I was like homeless. I was walking on the streets, and then my uncle came and picked me up, found me, thanks to my mom or whatever, because my mom came here. I stayed over there. My mom came here. She's been living here for years now, and you know, to the fact where like I was just like bad, like they would just treat me like shit, like they would hit me and stuff like that. My own stepmother will just make me eat my own throw up, because I would throw up, because they'll force eggs or whatever food was left, like leftovers, they'll force me to eat it because they didn't want it to go to waste. And that would be only me. Like they would treat me bad, and I would throw up, and then like, they'll make me eat it. And if it was soup, I would have to drink it. What else did they do? My scar, I have some scars right there where they'll put my like just a lot of stuff, you know. And it's hard for me to explain and, you know, like get everything out there, because, you know, like a kid at a young age suffering, seeing all these things that I wasn't supposed to see, things that they did to me, you know, like it's hard now. I grew up, and then I moved in with my uncle William and stuff like that, and my mom will send money, and he'll keep all the money and then buy shoes and clothes for his kids, my cousins. And again, I will give like if my life was cursed to suffer since I was born, you know. I was born, I didn't ask this, like I think it would have been better if my mom would have never gotten pregnant and I would have never been born. But to see all those stuff and suffering and stuff like that, and, you know, grow up with no parents, grow up with nothing, being hit all the time, being treated like shit, being called names, being nobody to no one, you know, it's hard. And then the fact that then my mom brought me to the United States, you know, I thought it was gonna be better. But yeah, again, I came here. I came with bad influences, of course. I came with bad influences. I came with the bad influence of stealing. I came bad with the influence of saying bad words. I came bad with I had a bad influence of fucking lying a lot. And, you know, I was little. I didn't get raised the right way. I got raised by you know, by getting hit all the time, by getting called names, by a lot of shit, you know. And then I come here. I come here at a young age, you know. I don't know how to dress, you know, like they try to dress me up. I don't like the clothes and this and that. So since I have a lot of scars in my body, my aunt starts telling me, oh, you're nasty, this and that, get away from me, you're a fucking hypocrite, like a lot of shit, you know, in Spanish. And then my parents, my mom will see that. My stepdad didn't like me. He would grab me when my mom was gone and just grab my hands and my arms so hard and put me around the wall and just like slam me right there. And my grandma would see that. She wouldn't do anything. And then like it's hard, you know. It's hard these days, and I'm one of those kids that is very like keeps everything inside, and then I don't say anything, and then I would just cry when I'm on my own. And like I would drive, you know, there's a place here called the Lookout where I live at, and I would just go and like just cry, you know, like now that I'm grown up I can drive and everything, and I just go and sit down and just cry, you know, just cry my ass off. But yeah, I came here. I went to elementary school. I didn't know anything. I no English, no nothing. People will make fun of me. The only word that I knew how to say was where is, because that's all I said, like where is, like where's Brian, where's Kevin, shit like that. Obviously I did had good friends, and I did had bad friends, people that thought they think that they were all the shit, whatever. Then I move into middle school. I get bullied a lot. I get hit. I got beat up in the bathroom. One had me holding, and the other one was hitting my stomach. No one liked me. Everyone would put me aside. I got out of my parents every time I go home. Like, they would treat me bad too. I never had a console. Like, I couldn't go home and like watch TV or play like the Wii. Back then was like Wii or the little Game Boys. I couldn't do that because my parents never gave me that, because I came with bad influence, so they would ground me and stuff like that. But to get me mad, since I have a little brother, that is my mom's and my stepdad's kid, and in order to get me mad, I think out of evil, or like, I don't know, like out of just fucking to make me jealous, and they would go buy him everything and then play it in front of me. And my mom never bought me like shoes. Like, now I buy a lot of shoes. Like, I love white Vans. That's like my main thing. Like Vans. Like, I'll fucking buy Vans. Like, like just So I buy Vans and stuff like that, and just wear them. I'll wear them now. But back then, we would only get, like, they only buy me shit for school. Like, when the school started, like after Christmas and stuff like that, I would get one pair of shoes or whatever, some clothes, like two outfits, and that's it. That was it for the whole entire year. And then I was a kid, obviously I didn't have a childhood, so I came with like, what I couldn't do over there, I came to do it over here. For example, over there I couldn't play soccer or nothing. I never had that. So over here I will fuck my shoes up and just play soccer and just have fun. Like, and my parents will get mad, my mom will get mad. So it was the bad way. Like, she would go and buy me $10 shoes from Walmart that looked like Vans, and she let me, like, like, I would, like, it was just crazy. Like, I didn't have no fucking toys, I didn't have nothing. I remember I had a board to ride, so I put that in there as a desk, and then I put a collection of cars right there. And I was like, fucking 14, and I was still playing with little cars, because I didn't have that childhood. I didn't have a childhood since I was little. So I was just like, fucking fuck, how do I say it? Like, I was just like freaking I don't have the words to explain myself, but it was just crazy. It was just hard. It was just like, I just didn't have that childhood, so I was just like right there, like moving, things I couldn't do over there, I did them right here. So whatever. So I was always getting in trouble at school. I started getting bullied a lot, so I didn't want to let myself anymore, so I started talking back, this and that, whatever. This happened. So I started building my own negative name out there. Then I go to high school, pretending to be like it was gonna be different, but no, again, I had no fucking friends. I would sit on lunch in the table, like I would just, like, I was like freshman year, I would still go and fucking I had no friends, so I would go, and I was scared that I was gonna get bullied, so I would go and get my lunch, and then I would go sit out the stairs and just stare at there and just like always watch out. Like, I was always like, I was scared to go to school every single fucking day. Every single day I was scared to go to school. I was scared that the fact I didn't know what was gonna happen. I've never had a fucking phone, so I stole the phone from high school. And it's just like, things that I couldn't get from my parents. I thought it was better, like, to steal them from other people. Back then I didn't know what I was doing. I was lying a lot. I was getting into trouble a lot. I got bullied a lot too, so I started getting into fights. It wasn't more like a fight, but I guess, like, the principal side was a fight. So yeah, you get suspended, this and that. And my name just started going like that, going out there and stuff like that. I've never actually fit in nowhere, because like, if, like, what the fuck do I have? Like, if I have like someone, like, if I have like this thing where like people like, yo, fuck no, like, I've never done nothing bad to people, Then my mom's, kicked me out of the house at a young age, I was still in school, and fucking she took me out like nothing. She would treat me bad at home. She would call me names. She would be like, I wish you were never born, I hate you, this and that, you look like your dad, blah blah blah, this and that. My whole family treated me bad. My whole family still treats me bad. My whole family thinks I'm a fucking, like, just a lot of shit. And then I asked myself, what can I do? Sometimes, because I'm Christian, I will always be Christian no matter what. I believe in God. I know there's a God. He has like, I've been through so many stuff, you have no idea. Like, what I'm telling you is not even nothing compared to my life. But I've seen so many stuff. I've been through so many stuff. I've suffered so many stuff. I felt pain. I felt every single hit on my head. I felt like my whole body. And to the fact where like I'm stupid, like to the point where I can't even sit around and fucking write a song, or I can't even fucking just write something, like just like, you know, my head is not there, and then stuff like that. But if I do something out of my hand, and like, it's just weird, like my learning disability is something different. But you know, like living through all this, like through all this thing, now I see myself like, I'm like, what am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do? What's my purpose in this world? You know, I had friends that I thought it was friends. I'm one of those persons where, okay, so for example, I have $10 and we're like 20 friends, or like, you know, not friends, but like people, like, you know, just hanging around. There's like people and stuff like this, and they're like, you know, like they just all right, let's just say we decided like they don't have money, because they never did. It was just always me, like, because either one, I'll go to work or whatever. And if I have $20 and there's like 10 people in the car, I'm not just gonna buy myself a meal for myself. I'm not gonna be like, can I get a number one? Oh, number one, what, it's like six, back then it was like $6. Now it's like, what, almost $10 for a meal. Obviously, I'm not gonna just get a combo for myself. Obviously, I'd rather get tacos, 50-cent tacos, so we can all eat with ranch. I'm that hard. Like, if I go eat, I will invite people. I'm one of those people that have a, you know, a soft heart, and I will help people out, and you know, just like, I'm just like, I'm not that cold, you know, like I have a heart. Like, it would hurt me, because I know if I didn't have money, I would want someone to buy me a meal. If I didn't have money, I would want someone to buy me a drink, food, stuff like that. And then people saw that, and they took advantage of me, and since I have no friends, I just let it happen. And then, you know, like for example, I had his friend Sergio, I bought him everything, this and that. But everyone leaves at the end of the day. I don't know what I do. Everyone leaves. They talk shit on me. And then when I just confront them to them, they think I'm the bad guy, and they just leave and start telling people not to talk to me. When all I've done is just fucking straight up be honest with them and be like, why are you doing this, dude? Like, I'm here for you. You do this to me. And then they get mad that I tell them the truth. So then they leave. And that's not cool. So like right now, I could tell you how many friends I have. And then my number would be 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Because I have no friends. I let you stay home. I have a nice car, yes, but I'm always home. I can't go in the morning and be like, hey bro, I'm gonna come over to your house, or just drive to someone's house. I drive like an idiot every day because I have no fucking friends. So I usually go get Starbucks, or just things, you know, I just try to drive or make an excuse to go somewhere because I have no fucking friends. I can't even have my dog at home because my mom gives me shit about it. My mom treats me like if I'm a stranger, you know. I help her out with rent because she cleans houses and stuff like that. So I used to live in Temecula, this city, and I moved in with her just to help her out. But she sees me like, if she doesn't see me as a kid. She doesn't love me as a kid. She sees me more like a guy that rents a room, a kid that rents a room from her, you know. I buy food for the house. I pay my grandma lives with us because she has nowhere to stay, so she sleeps in the living room. But I pay rent. I pay food because she doesn't buy food. No one does. But no one buys food. I pay Wi-Fi cable. I pay the TV cable just so my grandma can see. But at the end of the day, I never do anything good. There's always gonna be something bad, no matter what. My mom sees that even if I still put $600, $300 for food, she still asks me for the rent, which is rent. You know, it's okay. But she treats me like if I'm a random kid, like a random person. You know, my family does too. Everyone does too. And you know, I'm tired of that. Like, I'm tired of to the point that I don't know if I should like live. I don't know if I should keep going, you know, because there's just so many stuff in my life where like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, you know. I ask myself, okay, you know, there's these kids out there, you know, I don't know what they've been through. They're fucking good YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm like, I just can't, dude. I tried learning a guitar. I just can't. I'm stupid. I can't move my fingers. I'm fucking stupid. I'm really fucking stupid. I can't read a book because I forget everything that I read. So what am I supposed to do in life? What am I supposed to do? I love working, yes I do, but then I'm like, what the fuck? You know, there's these kids, young kids out there, talented kids making money off of YouTube videos and stuff like that. Okay, I'm a funny guy. Like, I really am a funny guy. Like, you have no idea. I am a fucking funny guy. I'm basically like the Kevin Hart Mexican version. But I'm just like, don't push myself out there because I never had friends. And I can't make fun YouTube videos because I have no friends. But now that I see it, I don't need no one to become a YouTuber. I don't need no one to besides, like, yes, of course, guidance, and there's gonna be close friends, and there's like, if I ever make some. And you know, at the end of the day, I just gotta still figure out what to do with my life, because I don't know what to do with my life. I'm basically talking to you know, myself, basically. I used to be skinny. Obviously, I'm freaking fat now. See, I got a chin. I've been going to the gym, and I'm gonna get back there. I'm gonna get back to where I was and stuff like that. I'm gonna fix my teeth too, because they're kind of crooked, because I never got taken to the dentist. I barely started going. I've been doing this on my own. But I just want to know, like, I just want to know what to do. I don't have no ideas. I'm always stressing. I'm just a young kid still, you know. I'm just like basically trying to live life, trying to see what I can do with my life. I don't know what to do, to be honest. And that's what hurts me, because, you know, people think like, oh, I have my life easy. Fuck no. I've suffered through so many days, so many years, so many months, minutes, seconds, and I'm still suffering until this day. Who can I talk to? No one. I have no friends. I can't talk to my mom because she doesn't care. My grandma, where she doesn't even want to see me. You know, if I'm like a fucking virus to everyone, that no one wants to fuck with me. What have I done? I ask my purpose, and I ask God all the time. Like I asked yesterday, looking at the moon, I was like, what's my purpose? Who am I? You know, I cried. I see a picture of myself on the wall that I have, and I see it, what, a 5-year-old kid, a 6-year-old kid right there, like, you know, like suffering through all that bullshit. And like, you know, it's just dumb. It's just really dumb. You know, I can't experience a lot of stuff because I'm a fucking immigrant too. My mom never got me papers. I don't have no social, no nothing. So I can't even fucking travel the world. But I still live it like if I fucking have papers. I still drive a nice car. I still just fucking do whatever the fuck I want. At the end of the day, if I get deported or whatever, it's on God here. It's not on me, you know? Fuck it. Oh well. Oh well, guys.